taken care of. Or most of your profanity taken care of. All right. I heard David a second ago.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, he's here. Yeah.
Cool. All right. We are at the, I believe, what, the 11:20 turn?
Yep,
Yep.
that's right.
Okay.
The very beginning of the 11:20 turn, and what do we got? Plus
Plus
two?
+3 for the Austrians.
Okay. All right.
Hey, that's a big one for the Austrians.
Well, first we got to see if our fire spreads.
Oh, well, we could certainly do that too. So,
Okay,
let's go
there
ahead.
are 3 hexes, and what is it, an 8 or a
8 or
9?
9.
8 or a 9.
Yep.
Single die.
And we'll start there.
Nope. Yep. And nope.
Okay.
All right. That was exciting. Okay.
And so you move the unit to any legal or adjacent hex.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Well, let's see. So out of 3 hexes, one, and then we're doing that every turn. I think you might be right, Michael. I think it could be the Prussians just set fire to the villages and sit and watch.
I mean,
yeah.
I think obviously I just pull out a Solovitz because it's obvious that it's all going to burn. Because next turn we're going to roll for 5 hexes, and so probably going to get one of those. And just with enough turns going by, there's no point in even bothering to defend it. So I'll just pull the troops out and wish David victory points that we gave him for literally no purpose.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. Well, I will activate Veed and the Grenzers up in the wherever the heck we're at.
Yep.
And so I don't think I've got anyone who's disordered at the moment. And and then I'll activate these Grenzers that are here in the village. So nobody's disordered that I'm aware of. Nope. So we can just go straight to shooting. And I've got these 2 guys here can fire there. So that's going to be 12 plus another 9. It's going to be 21 to 15. Here we go. 0, 0. What does that do? Infantry fire. Free fire. Roll 2 times and the firing units are disordered.
And that always happens with skirmishers.
Oh, and it's also a leader thing. Right? It's
because it was an even. Yeah, it was an even number, right? So you need to roll a single die for that.
Okay, and see what happens to a Prussian leader. 7. Each leader in the target hex. Well, there's no leaders in the target hex, so we can ignore that.
So then just fire twice.
Roll twice. An 02, which I don't think we have another special, and a 31, which is a nothing. Okay.
All right.
All right, so that takes care of that. Much ado about nothing. And let's see, we'll put a finished marker on those guys. All right, and then these guys here can fire. I guess they'll fire there. So that's going to be a 12 to 15. And let's just roll and see what we get. Here we go. 64. I don't think that's enough to hit anybody. Nope. Okay. Okay, that is my shoot sync. And now to move people. So 1, 2, 3, 4 gets him there. 1, 2, 3, 4 gets him there. Oh, and he's got the little marker there on him. Okay. So should I pull back deeper into the village? So it's not a target, or?
No, because he can fire at vacant hexes.
Oh my gosh.
So there's no reason for him to do anything except fire with as little individual artillery power as necessary, because even less than 1 to 3 is a valid shot.
Yeah, as long
for
as
this
you get
purpose.
a 0, yeah. Interesting.
So, so frankly, if he happens to hit somebody, that's lovely, but whatever, doesn't care. He's just going to keep firing at that one empty hex, until he can get it going. Whatever. Just, it's just going to be arson. It's not going to be combat.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to do a little line backup with all these people. Just kind of shift them over. At least put a little bit of distance between us and those. So I've got, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls for disorder. So
yeah.
So for the first one, maybe. Second one, nope. Third one, something magical. And the fourth one, probably. So
yeah, that wasn't a great roll in there.
No, that's been the. Yeah, no, they're going to be disordered.
You got to figure out what the 0-2 story is.
Yep. All right, so a 0-2 on a movement action. Reroll with double all the original plus ER modifiers. So there's usually a
plus 10.
5, so it becomes a plus 10.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so they ignore that one. So we just had 2 that.
So this guy here, is that good? Because he rolled a 20.
He's a 35.
Oh, I don't know why it didn't show as a. I didn't see the disorder marker straight away, but now it's there.
Yeah. All right, so now we will move some leaders so we can get people re-engaged where they need to be for the next time. So we'll move Lacey, and we will move Veed. And, well, actually, let's put Veed here and Lacey out there. Okay. All right. That is that little bit of excitement for me. Time for somebody else to chuck the dice, or?
You, actually.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that's going to move the clock, and that's another one for us.
Okay, here I am moving the clock. Done.
There we go. Let's see, what shall we do? Well, we can just move Halkett. Okay, that's it. David, over to you.
All right. Boom.
Nope, that's going to move the clock, and that's another one for us.
Okay, dokie, that's 2.
Yep, let's see. I will go ahead and I think all my cavalry is in a good position to cover things. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip over. Who is this guy? Lowenstern. Okay, that's done. Back to you, Michael.
Okay.
Oh, something exciting. 03. That is activation. Player receives a normal activation for unactivated command. Okay, so the Prussians get an activation.
Okay. Well, the command will be, guess who? Bevern.
Not surprising.
Not surprising. And we'll, I guess, do some... let's see, which artillery ones do I want to fire? Oh, boy. Let's see, do I have a shot at that? Oh, I have half a shot. All right, let's do my infantry fire. All right, let's shoot all these guys here against that. What do we got here? We got some grenadiers.
So the grenadiers are ×5. So you've got 3 increments there. That's 15. And then everybody else is just regular old people from the looks of it.
Yeah.
So that's going to be another 9 times 4. So that's going to be 36. So you are, what is it?
It'd be 51.
51.
36.
That's going to be a 3-to-1 odds with a -10.
All right, 3-to-1 -10.
So 78.
88.
78 is 2 hits and a morale check. All right. All right, let's roll, see what we get. 14, they are going to be shaken. Okay.
All right, and then let's see. Oh, the shot's free anyways, right? Okay, so this guy's gonna shoot it here, so he's got 4
Yeah.
times whatever the
Well,
Fusiliers
he's
are, to 8.
Fusiliers are ×2, so it's going to be 8 to 15.
8, 1 to 2, yep, 1 to 2. And -10 again. Boom. Nope. Oh, a special result. A possible something.
Let's see. Special results 0-2. Full volley. Double and fire. Double the fire strength and reroll. So you're going to have then. Now it's a 1-to-1 shot, right? Would be a
Yeah.
16 to 15, a 1-to-1 with a -10. And that's going to be a 45 at 1-to-1.
I don't think
That's nothing.
don't think that's enough.
Nope.
All right. Let's see. And all right, what am I going to do? All right, for the artillery, we'll go to the south batteries here first.
Okay.
And
we have William Arens from Kitchener, Ontario, sending his greetings. Hello, William.
all right. So this battery here will shoot. Where does he want to shoot? You might as well shoot at the guns there. So that's only 4 to whatever. And so we want a special result there. Let's see.
Oh,
Not quite.
very close. Very close. Special result adjacent.
Yeah. And let's see the others. Yeah, the stack, they'll shoot it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I don't think I can do those further skirmishers. Nope, that's 15. All right. Well, they'll shoot at these skirmishers right there. And so they got 8 to whatever that is, plus 10.
8 to 10. 8 plus 10 minus 10.
Yeah, plus 10 minus 10. So 8. Nope, that shouldn't be.
Nope.
That's. All right. All right, so this 10-pound howitzer there, he's going to shoot at this square right there.
Of course.
Of course. Boom. Nope. That's nothing.
I mean, it's only one increment at whatever the distance is, right?
Yep.
So, 1 to
So
3.
the only thing a special result
Yeah.
would do is something there. So, and let's see. And this guy here will shoot at this. Can he get to that one? I don't think he can get to that one. Because he can't. Oh, yeah, he can shoot at that. Yes. All right. So he's going to shoot at this square right there.
Okay.
He can see that. And, no, zero's on the wrong side. 2 to whatever. I guess what's their defense? 15 in there or 10? So still
it's 10.
Yeah. And let's see. This one here, he will shoot at this square right there. Nope. All right, so those are finished. All right, the other two are not going to fire. I think that's all my fire for the turn.
Okay. That's exciting.
That's exciting. Now movement.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's going to move there. So you get a shot as he moves out of there.
Okay. A 6-0. And I've got what? Times 2. So I'm going to be 6 to 10. Yeah, no, that's a miss.
And let's see what else we got to go in here. Michael, what's the rule for going? Can I go from here to here?
I'm sorry, from where to where?
From here to here?
You mean can you move from a zone of control to a zone of control?
Yeah.
I mean, that's effectively what you were asking, right?
Yep.
That's a good question. It kind of doesn't come up. Surprisingly rarely does that come up. So we'll have to look. And by the way, just for laughs, I uploaded a version that I had a soft copy of the rules up to what was it? Google Notebook?
Note LM.
Note LM? Yeah.
Note LM, that's the one that you can ask it to do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was actually quite surprised. It did a fine job. If you just wanted to ask a question exactly like that, it seemed to have a very good job there. Cavalry and infantry spend 1 additional movement point to enter an EZOC, even when they move from an EZOC to an EZOC. So clearly, there you have it.
They do what?
It costs you 1 extra movement point to move from into an EZOC, but that's also true even if you're already in one.
Okay.
So you'll move at cost of terrain +1, and then obviously there's fire potential.
Yeah, it
Yes, there
costs you
is.
3
Okay.
movement points to enter that hex. 2 for the
Right.
vineyard, and then 1 for it being in an Ezok.
All right. Okay. So, yep, we will do that. All right. So you got 1 increment left there that can shoot at him, and they're shaken, which shouldn't fire.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing.
And this one is going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a shot at him.
Okay. I don't think that's anything.
And this one's going to go into there. And this one is going to go there. All right. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close. Nine, 12, 21. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. He is going to turn. So you, I believe, get a shot at him also.
Oh, okay. So I think we had a 1-to-1 shot there. And that's nothing.
All right, let's. So we're gonna shoot there. Skirmish. Other halved. We got 3 there. 7. All right. Let's see here.
Good thinking.
Yep. It's there ready for you. Are you there, David?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
thinking here. I'm trying to see what's guess, all right, so only one has to move in, all right, if they do. All right, so do I want? Yeah. Let's, all right. And we'll start at the top, or let's see, or let me figure out where. So he should be fine. All right. We'll start at the top here. Let's see. He's going in.
Okay.
This one here.
I think
Probably,
he's going in,
but
he's got like what, a 16 or something?
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was, yeah, okay, that was a grenade. Let's see, 20. He might not be.
He's at
I
25.
just made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one here.
21.
That one probably not. Nope. So he's shaken. Unit shaken and not stirred. All right. Well, that's pretty clear of what's going where. Let's do this one there first.
Okay. We will retreat. And let's make a check. And we were probably shaken. Oh, no, these guys are actually grenadiers. Whoops.
Actually, when these two came out of into there, they went into line there. Okay.
Nope, they're fine.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see. Where do I want them? And okay, so he has to move in to the hex. That works for me. All right.
And just adjust his facing for general order.
Yes. Let's see, which one do I want him to come facing here? That's probably. All right. All right. These guys next.
Okay. These guys will, whoops, step back 1 hex. And let's throw some dice. And they're very happy.
All right. And last but not least.
Okay. And this guy will retreat here.
Now, do
And
I
let me
get
roll
shot?
for him.
Does he
he's
get
gonna
shot at?
rout.
You don't get shot at if you're retreating, if that was your question.
Yes.
Oh.
And he's retreating through my zones of control. That doesn't have any effect either.
Well, we'll take a look. back here. Retreating before close combat is not movement. It does not trigger opportunity fire or opportunity charges. That seems pretty unambiguous.
Okay, but and zones of control have nothing to do with it.
Well, zones of control are
Okay.
Would trigger opportunity fire and opportunity charge.
A unit may not retreat before close combat into an enemy zone of control. Enemy zones of control are not negated by friendly units. So if there is an enemy zone of control there, then you can't retreat before close combat.
Okay, then I guess he's got to stand.
And well, that one would also affect this one. He would have had to go back through this and then one more if he probably.
Oh, because this guy was here?
Well, he started here and this guy was here and that was
Right.
his zone of control.
Oh, okay. So he would go, he would be then, I guess, here, right?
Yeah. He'd be there or there is the two spots that he would be eligible to go. So if he can't retreat, is he eliminated?
Well, he'd have to.
Well, no, he just has to stand and just has to engage in close combat, which he probably won't enjoy.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we do have a combat there.
Yeah.
I gotcha. That makes sense. All right. So, all right.
And there's not much left of my guy.
All right. So
So I get to shoot my one increment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you get to do defensive fire. I assume, have you already rolled your defender morale check?
Here we go.
I mean, this is just straight up combat at this point.
Okay, so they pass their pre-melee morale check.
All right, so then, whatever it is, defender.
So I'm going to have
defensive fire.
Grenadier times 4 for one increment, so it's 4 to 10 or 4 to 15. It's 1 to 3.
But you get plus 20 or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Defensive fire versus infantry plus 20. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we get. Nah, that's not anything. All right, and now as far as the odds go, I mean, I've only got one increment left, so I don't think I've got much of anything to write home about.
I got 5.
5 to 1 odds, right? Or 6 to 1 odds.
Right.
Oh, you got 5 increments there?
I got 5 increments.
5 to 1. And I've got a plus 4 for my guy. And the vineyard is going to give me a plus 3 on defense. So I've got a plus 7.
And then you're probably going to have a negative for being in skirmish in non-clear terrain. There's a separate one for being in skirmish in clear terrain, and a different one.
When in non-clear terrain, minus 2. So that's then it's going to be just a plus 5. But the question is, when I've lost more than half Is my effectiveness combat
So
rating halved?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, your printed value is
So
only going to be
I'm
2.
2 plus 3 is
That's
5.
3.
Minus 2
Minus
is
2.
3. Okay, so I'm
3.
just at a plus 3 and you're at a plus 5.
That's 5.
So the total is a
So
net plus 2
that's
in
2.
your favor on the 5-1.
All right, and here we go. So I roll 2 dice, right?
Yep.
Okay. Boom.
Yeah, so that's going to be difference of
You surrender.
it's going to be a 7. Yeah, that's going to be they're gone. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, so a 7 at 5-1 is a 3R.
3R.
Yeah, and they've only got 1, so they're gone. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and we can remove that. And then let's see where we're going to plunk these guys.
Yeah. Now this one I could reface if I want because I'm not in an enemy zone of control, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Well,
All right, that looks like a pretty good facing, I guess.
All right, go ahead and flip Bevern. Yeah, Bevern.
Yeah, I'm gonna just let's see, just keep him. Yeah, he's got everybody in control there, so we'll just keep him there. I guess that's good. And we'll flip him over. Okay.
All right, so Michael, you still have, since it was a special thing, you get to roll again.
do what?
You rolled the special result.
Oh my goodness! Yes, I did. All right.
It happened so long ago, so
It did. It
Well,
did.
that's going to move the clock, and that's another one for us.
Clock is moved.
I'm going to activate these 2 Grenzers. Grenzers hadn't done anything.
Sorry, one other thing. These 2 that artillery moved that hadn't.
Oh, okay. All right, and I will activate O'Donnell, and then I'll activate these 2 Grenzers up here. So they will fire, and we'll fire on the shaken infantry. And so we've got a 1-to-1 shot on them. And a 43 is going to be a miss. And that's it for them. Okay. All right. And O'Donnell is just going to flip over. Okay. All right. And now it's now my turn to roll the dice. So here we go. Here's our initiative roll. That's a tie, and that's going to move the clock.
Okay.
And let's roll
We're
again.
at 4 now.
Yep. And that's one for us, and it moves the clock also.
Golly. We're at 5.
Mm-hmm. All right, I've got all my commands done.
Well, all right then. Then I guess it's time for me to do one. So we'll do WO. Wolfersdorf,
Yep.
something like that. He's right near Brown, so everybody's in command. No one is disordered, and they're going to move like that, and we'll do the left one and the right one. That's okay. And we'll move these two like that, and we'll do the left one and the right
Except,
one.
well, you moved the one that was to the west is actually part of something
What
else.
the?
McGuire.
Okay, all right. So
then this guy is the other guy that's part of that battalion, or yeah, part of that outfit.
Oh, yeah, no, you're quite right. I didn't realize. All right, and I'll go ahead and move some independent units while I'm at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That's, ooh, I just looked it up. You'd think I'd remember. 2, I think.
What is
No, just 1.
Wall?
Just 1. No one's hopping over the wall. He's just going through the marsh.
Oh.
2, 3. Actually, he should be facing more correctly. There. 4. All right. And I probably should be marking all these guys finished as I'm finishing them, because that's what finished means. And okay. And then this guy. Oh, I see this guy. There we go. Finally got him. Okay. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And boom. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 1.5, 2.5. Yeah, that's good enough. We'll just leave him there. All right. Oh, that's weird. Did he not get... Oh, wow. Okay. I don't pretend to understand how this is working, but it's all good. Not what I had in mind.
Okay.
What the... Okay. There we go. Very good. And I think that does it.
Okay. Flip over. Wow, Wolfsdorf. Good. Okay. David, it's your turn. Go ahead. Chuck some dice. All right, that's one
Another
for
one
us.
for you.
Does not move the clock.
Okay. Then we'll do M. McGuire. And he's in reach of Brown, so there's no reason for change there. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1. And we're going to move these two. 1, 2, 3. And now that I realize that these guys are who they are, and we'll just back them both up. Whoops, what's going on there? Oh, I see. All right, and we'll do the rear one who moved first and the front one. And let's see what the front one's is. 05. Come on, where is it? 05. If he's a 26 or better, reroll with a +10. So what is he? He is a 26 or better, so +10. And so it looks like they're both going to be disordered. Disorder. Disorder. And we'll put him there. And flip. And then we'll back up these guns and mark them as finished. And I think that's it.
All right, it's back to you to check some dice. All right, that is one for us, and that's going to move the clock again.
Okay. All right, well, we'll go ahead and do Croffin's Cleafen, Cloffen, Clofen. Dorf.
Right.
Yeah, and so they're done. That was easy.
All right.
Over to you.
That's one.
Special rally. Special rally. It says pick a command for disorder recovery and rally.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Who do we have that qualifies? Everybody who's up in the vineyard is okay. I've got these two guys that were here with Veed, that disordered, so we could pick them. It doesn't look like I have to make an initiative roll.
Well, it doesn't say it there, does it?
Not at least not on the chart. It doesn't say.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm just looking. Where am I going to find that? Initiative, special results, special rally, pick. The whole stack deserves the benefit. If they're stacked with somebody else, it's not an activation applicable during end turn. Nope, that's it. Basically, just go.
Okay. So they're going to have their disorders removed since they've got leaders stacked with them.
Okay.
So that makes that nice and tidy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. And that was a special result. And that did move the clock because it's a 9.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So where are we at now?
We're at 6. So we have.
Well, did you move it up to 7?
thought you said it didn't move.
No, it did, because
Oh, it did. Sorry.
the end
Yes,
of
so
turn number is 9, right?
So we're no, it's
Eight.
8.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Yes, we have to roll higher than an 8.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So
Yeah.
we've now
All
moved
right.
to 7.
Okay, let me roll again, see what we get. And that's one for us, and that's going to push us into the
Right.
end
So we're just
turn.
just limited activations now, and so I've got 1, 2, 3. So I'll go ahead and do the other infantry outfit over here. And so that was easy, David.
All right, we can give that to him.
Yeah, probably should, really. No reason.
Yeah,
No
'cause you
reason
still have
not
your
to.
cavalry, and if we get
Yeah,
one
I
of
got
those special
yeah.
whatevers, yeah.
Yep. Not I don't have any urgent plans to do anything, but that's fine.
Okay.
All right.
So
go ahead
limited activation.
Yep, I did Kleist.
Okay. Go
All
ahead and
right.
roll, David. I mean,
Yeah, but you
Michael.
roll. Oh, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead and take that
So
one, David.
KA.
all right.
Okay, let me check some dice.
Or whatever his name is there.
All right, go ahead and do another one, David.
And Braunschweig.
Okay.
Okay, that disorder can come off, right?
Yeah, because limited activation, certainly you do all the remaining things.
Right. And since he was stacked with them, oops.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead and throw some dice, David. All right, why don't you take that one too?
And let's do what's his name here? SC Schwein, whatever.
Gesundheit. Schwerin. It's Schwerin. All right, Michael, chuck your dice. It's your turn.
Chuck?
Yep, Chuck. All right, why don't you take
There
that
you
one?
go.
Kata.
Okay, let me check some dice. All right, go ahead and take that one.
That'll be Cal.
All right, do you have anybody who's left?
No, I do not.
Okay. All right, go ahead and throw the dice. See what we've got to do. We've got 2 commands left, I think, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
I'll give that one to you.
Oh, you're such a giver. That's so nice. Right. So that's that. And then I'll roll. And that's a
No, that's another for you.
That's another for me.
Yep.
And I don't think that I have any reason to move my leaders, so I'm not going to. So there we have it. All right. Well, that was pretty record time.
That was.
So let's. Now, is there anybody shaken or routed?
I
So
still got to
he's
see
got
some
some shaken people. We don't have
Okay,
anyone who's shaken at this point.
All right. So then let's go ahead and let him do his rally phase then.
We'll do this shaking guy there.
Okay.
Oh,
That should be good enough.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Delete and we'll do that one there. He's got some minuses. Let's see.
So it's a minus what, 15 maybe? Since he's adjacent and he's shaken. So normally shaken is a minus 10, and then being adjacent is what, number 4?
Yeah, if he's in an enemy zone of control, it's going to be another plus 10. So it's going to be plus 20. And then I don't know if does the vineyard help a little?
The vineyard helps if you are a skirmisher.
He's not a
Oh,
skirmisher.
okay. All right. So basically it's just plus 20 then.
Yep. So he's still shaken.
Okay.
Still shaken.
All right. Anybody else? Was that it?
I think that's it.
All I got.
All right. Well, then we can hit the end turn, pull off all that stuff, and pull off the move markers, and just have everything looking so fresh and clean.
All right, and advance the clock to the 40 minutes, and we'll go back up to 11 o'clock.
All right, so it's 11:40, top of the hour. Top of the turn, I should say.
Top of the turn, yep.
Top of the turn to you, as the Irish say.
Okay. So, do we want to do a little bit here before we wrap things up, or what's the general consensus? Since we got through that in a single hour.
Yeah, I know. It almost kind of.
We could do another turn if you want.
Well, if it goes that fast, but otherwise I can poke around for another hour.
Yeah. I mean, we could try another one. I mean, because it's all going to be a function of the initiative rolls.
Yeah.
We just don't know how many moves there's suddenly going to be, but yeah, we want to. Let's go ahead and do it.
Okay.
All right.
So
let's
Michael.
roll for the fire again and see for this fire spreading.
Okay. All right. So we'll just do it in this order, comme ça.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I roll
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One more for this one right here. Then.
Yep.
I guess. Got it.
Okay. The roll was
it was a wing.
A 9 for you and a 2 for us.
Yeah. So that's a wing for the wing for the Prussians if they want it.
So there goes our hour.
A wing for me.
A wing a ding.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Well, we'll do the infantry wing. So how much to guess there? All right. So first we do any fire. Okay. Let's fire this on that.
Okay, so you're going to have
those are
15.
Yeah, but those 3. Are they?
No, actually, it's 9 to 15.
Those are Fusiliers.
Yeah,
9 to
Fusiliers.
15. 1 to 2. So yeah, they're not going to be very good. No.
Nope, not today.
And let's see, we got this one and this, and
so
this.
That's going to be
that.
So the Grenadiers, that's 15, and then the Musketeers is 12. So you will have 1.5 to 1.
1.5 to 1.
Minus 10. Nope.
And that's not going to do anything. All right. And let's see. Is that a hill? All right, so this doesn't have one where you can see what's under the map here, does it? Okay, I think that's a hill. Yeah, that's a hill there. Dang it. Okay.
Are you firing artillery?
So I'm trying to figure out what I
Oh,
want to
okay.
fire here, what I want to do with my artillery here, and now changing facing on artillery, that costs.
Yeah, it costs 1 movement point to pivot.
Okay. So that's like prolonging, right?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
either
you
change
can.
facing or you can prolong, but you can't do both.
That's
Right.
right. Yes.
And that's the same as la bataille. That's easy to remember. Although in
Well,
la
that's a
bataille
big
you can
plus.
prolong in any direction, while here you can only prolong through a front hex or a rear hex, but
Or
not through a
or
flank
rear
hex.
X, right? Yeah.
Well, I'm okay. Let's see. I'm still on fire. Okay. Fire here. Let's see. Let's think. All right, that hasn't moved, so we will. Yeah. All right, we'll fire that on there. We'll fire that on there, and we will move. Fire that on. Okay. All right. So these three are firing. First, the top one's firing on this hex, the howitzer's firing on this hex, and the 24s are firing on that hex. We'll start with this one, and pretty much it's just
You're
going to be
just
a
looking for
special
special
result.
results. Okay?
Yeah, no,
Nope.
one, now the next one down, nope,
Nope.
and the last one, nope.
Nope. Close. Close, but no cigar.
And these are going to go here. And or actually, it might too. All right. All right, let's see what our movement up here is going to be. All right, so if I move there, you're going to get a big shot. Well, you're going to get 1-to-1. I'll go for that. Yeah, this will go here.
It's only cardboard people. Okay, we got a 1-1
Only
shot.
cardboard.
64. Let's see on the opportunity fire chart. That is
1-to-1.
disorder.
Disorder check. All right, it should be fine. All right. All right, this guy's going to go here. This guy's going to go there. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Which way do I want him to go? He will go here. All right. See. He will go there. And he will go there. All right. Let's see what we want here. Oops, let's see. Yeah.
And you've got one more infantry under that gun here.
Yeah. Do I want to move him?
Just saying.
Yeah, might as well. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Actually, we'll just move him under Kleist here. All right. Heath is gonna make sure I move him forward. All right. So the other guys here. Oh, let's activate these skirmishers out here. So 1/2, 1, 2, 2.5, 3.5, 4, 5, 6. And a half, 7. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 2. I think to the left is 1, right?
Sorry, who?
I was just coming out of column here. To the left is the good side.
Yeah,
Right.
coming out of
Yeah,
column it is.
If he was facing south, yeah.
He was facing this way.
Yeah, then it's still sort of same difference. Because the Prussians know what they're doing.
The Prussians. No, they don't.
The infantry, they know what they're doing. The commander, we're not so sure.
Three, 4. This guy was only in the, so he's going into the left hook. Oh, now it should be right hooks. Yeah.
That looks better.
All right. All right. So these really hadn't moved yet. I was, because I went to, all right.
Did you want to move your leader for the Prince of Braunschweig?
Yeah, probably. Here
Okay. I thought I would remind you before you
Yeah,
got
I'm gonna,
distracted.
because but I still got a little more to. All right, so let's see. I'm just looking at that. Okay, so that's a slow pex right there, right?
Yeah.
I know that one is, but the other one's it's iffy.
Well, I mean, the ones in front, these are slope hexes here, right? It looks like those two
Yep.
are slope. This is not a slope hex. That's not a slope hex. So.
All right, so these guys are going to go. And this guy is going to. Limber. All right, those two will stay there. All right, so this, we're going to bring Keith up. All right. All right, so he can come up into there. He's coming to there. Flip and flip and.
You flipped a unit, not your leader. That's an infantry unit.
Oh, it's good.
There you go. All right. Time for another roll of the initiative dice.
Well, this just has to be in range of a command leader, right? To be in command.
It's an independent unit, so
Yes.
when you
If
activate
he's
those guys, then you can activate them, or you can have them roll
I-
to independently move, right?
no, if they are within range of the activated leader,
Right.
or
They're
they
not.
are in range of any non-command leader, then
Yeah.
they don't need to roll. But if they're
Right.
not able to be put into command that way, then they need to roll.
And
Right.
so they
So
are within range of Gessler,
this
who
guy.
is the
Yeah.
cavalry wing commander.
That's fine.
Right.
Any non-command leader, and that's who he is.
So, um, all right. I think that'll do it. So I'm just thinking next turn he's not going to be in command range of him. So, but I'm just verifying that there. Yep, they're good.
All right, let me chuck the dice, see what I can come up with. And that's going to be another one for the Prussians, but this one moves the clock.
Oh my goodness, I got 2 in a row.
I know. It's like Christmas.
I know. All right. So let's see here. Let's do Schwerin.
All right.
And let's see, that's going to be 1, 2. Three. Let's keep that there. 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. All right. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I guess it's my roll, huh?
Yep.
3,
Well,
3.
that's
There's one for
for
you.
us.
Does not move the clock.
Does not move the clock. Okay. Michael, do you have anything pressing you need to do?
No.
Okay. Then I will activate. Well, let's see. I can activate Veed. I'll activate these Garenzers that are here by Lobositz. I'll activate the guys that are up in the vineyard. So let's see. I've got some shooting to do. I don't have anybody who's disordered. So we will take some shots. So this guy can fire here. That's going to be 12 to 15. A 94.
That should be
That's good enough for a hit and a morale check.
and morale check. Oh, morale's
They're
fine.
very happy. All right. We will mark them as finished. And then these guys will fire here. It's 1-1. And that is going to be a miss. And let's go ahead and put them as finished. Now, if I wanted to move into a zone of influence, I have to make a morale check. Is that correct? Or for guys that are in skirmish?
Yeah, you need to do an effectiveness rating check.
Okay.
It's not a disorder check. It's not a morale check. It's just an effectiveness rating check. And if you pass, you're in. If you're not, you can't go in.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna have this guy here move here, or at least attempt to. So let's see if I can make my pass. And it's the top unit that's got to pass.
Yeah, only the top unit matters.
Okay. So,
oh, hold on. Sorry about that. That may not be true. Let me double check. Well, so if obviously you can only have 3 skirmish strength points in a hex, so usually stacking isn't something we worry about.
Right.
But a skirmisher unit must pass a die roll check before it enters. Roll 2 dice. The result is equal to. It's funny. I mean, the rule doesn't actually say.
So then, should I roll for each of them separately, or?
I guess so. Taken literally, it only talks about units. It doesn't talk about stacks. So yeah, I think you should have to roll for the other unit as well.
So the top unit passes because we've got the leader there with -6, and then the terrain gives me a -10, and then for the other one, he's not going to go in. So the top unit will go in, but the bottom unit will not. All right, and we'll mark him as finished. All right, and that's it for those guys up there. Now, meanwhile, back in Lobositz, or at least what's left of it before it catches fire. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 gets those guys over there. Let's mark them as finished. Okay. All right. And so, and being in the village is just like regular terrain, so I'll put this guy, I guess, in a hook. Yep, a left hook. And everybody else is okay. I guess I can put this guy in a right hook. So that way we are all appropriately hooked. There we go. That's something approaching a line. Okay, and that takes care of Veed. Let me move him. So 1, 2, 3. Those guys are all in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Those guys are all set. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he's good. And let me move Lacey. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they're fine there. Okay. Cool. All right, that takes care of that. I don't know whose role it is.
David's, I think.
I think David got the 33.
Oh, he did. All right.
Yep.
Well, then I'll roll.
Yep. All right, that's a tie, and that's going to move the clock.
The very best sort of roll.
And that's not a tie, and that's going to move the clock as well. That's
Alrighty.
for us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what shall we do? So his howitzers can fire over my units, over his units, and hit the town, and all his other stuff has got to do direct fire.
Yes.
To hit the town. So I was wondering, like, if I put my skirmishers between his guns and the town, only his howitzer could fire at them, right?
Only the howitzer could fire at the town.
Right. So is that something we could try to do to protect Lobositz, where I put the Haddock's skirmish cavalry there?
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense to me.
Okay. Now, can they still retreat before combat through the town if they need to?
Well, unless it's on fire.
Okay. All right. So I will go ahead and activate Mr. Haddock in the paddock. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can put that guy there and that guy there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the last guy. 2, 3, 4. All right. That looks exciting. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Believe it's your roll if you're
Yeah,
finished.
Oh, yeah, it's mine. Here we go. Ooh, it's a special something or other. A 1-0. Oh,
it's a Austrian one.
So let's push the turn marker down.
Yeah, so it's at 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me roll again. That's one for the Prussians. They can push it back up the other way.
That's hysterical.
It is hysterical. This is.
I think I'll push it. No, I'm going to push it up. Oh, I already did it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so 4. You should be at 4, right? Yeah. It should be back
to
4.
That's correct. Yeah.
All right, here we go. A 7-0. Well, what's that now? That is, hey, free fire segment. Well, let's go ahead and have our initiative required.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and have our guys up here in the hills with Draskowitz. We'll see if he can pass his initiative roll. He does. So we get to do some shooting.
But only the Grenzers, right? Because that's the only one he commands directly. The others are independent, so they're not, unless they're stacked with him.
Let's. That certainly might be true. Yeah. But where's the story? Come on. Yeah, it looks like
I mean, it would be in whatever the special rules are for this thing.
Draskowitz can be chosen for any applicable special result. When this is done, his command consists of all Austrian units in skirmish formation within his command range. So actually, it does include them.
Yep.
The Grenadiers, as long as they're in skirmish, which
Okay.
of course they would be up there.
Cool. All right. So we got a 1-to-1 shot here on that guy. So let's roll the dice, see what we get. A 71 at 1-to-1. That's enough for a hit. But no morale check. All right. And then here we've got a 12 to 15. And that's not going to do anything. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little marker on him so we know that he's done his magic stuff. Okay. All right. It's back to me rolling again. See if I can get a
this time with feeling.
Results. Yeah, here we go. Yep, that's one for us, and it pushes the clock. So now we are at 5.
The clock is now dizzy.
Yep. Up and down and up and down. I will go ahead and I'll just flip over Lowenstein. He's a happy clam. Okay. All right, David, over to you. Oh, it says something for you. 03, activation. Player receives a normal, not limited activation. So somebody gets to do something.
All right. Who says? Do I want to do? Oh, I guess. KA or KY? Actually, let's do, what's his name? Let's do Kata.
He's the guy that's got the 11 factor units, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Go there. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. To move, let's move him. 6. All right, that ought to put everybody in command.
It's looking tempting, Michael. Let's go rolling forward. Attack his cavalry. All right, go ahead and roll again. David, you had the special result. All right, that's going to move the clock, but that's another one for the Prussians. So we should be up to 6 now.
Yep.
All right. What are those? I'll do cow.
Okay, that's KY.
KY. One, two, three, four, five. Six, five, and yeah. And we can actually let's go one more.
All right, Michael, go ahead and chuck some dice. That is another one for him, but it does not move the clock.
It does not move. I've got KA left here, so let's see what he can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's actually KY, the little 4-6.
Oh, sorry. I knew there's okay. So he was in there. All right.
Yeah, go ahead and move him.
So he was in there. So we got 1, 2. I think he's 2 going. Whoops, that way. 3, 4. Six. All right. I guess it's to you now, Eric.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we get. Oh, it's a special something. It's another fire thingy. No, it's an activation. So we get to activate one. So, Michael, I really don't have. I mean, if you have anything you want to move, you can do so.
No,
and
that's
I don't
fine.
have anybody else that needs to move. Otherwise, I
No,
just
no, it's
have O'Donnell.
perfectly fine.
Okay. I will take a shot, though, with I'll activate these guns, the 12-pounders here in the village. So they'll take a shot.
Okay.
And so we got
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We'll fire on these cavalry here at a range of 14. So I'm ×2, so I'll be on the 4 chart, 4 to 10. With a, what have you got there? 16 increments with a plus 20.
No, I only got 8.
But they're
16
cavalry,
size.
so it's ×2, yeah. So it's equivalent to 16 string points. So I got a plus 20. So 1 to 3 with a plus 20. Let's see what we get. Nope, nothing. All right. It's worth a try. Worth a try.
Yeah. All right. So I'm activating M. And he's going to get that guy out of disorder, and I'm going to have to roll for the other one. Apparently not. All right. So we'll go ahead and move some units. Oh, sorry. That's not what I meant. I meant 1, 2, 3. And then a disorder check for him. He's disordered. And then 1, 2. And 3. And then 1. And these guys will 1, 2, 3, 4. And go ahead and move 1, 2, 3. And I'll just stop there, and probably needs to roll a disorder check for the village. It's all right. And just put the leader here and flip him, and then we will move all these skirmishers around. Half. 1, 2, 2.5, 3.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just, whoops, we're not going to do that. Going to do that. That. All right, and that should pretty much have everybody done there.
Okay. So that is McGuire done. All right, that was my special result. So let me roll again. That's another one for us, and that's going to move the clock. So now we're up to 7.
Okay.
And so go ahead and take it, Michael. Whatever you need to do.
Oh, what do I need to do? I don't know. I mean, there's really not too much to do, really. I guess I'll just go ahead and flip this guy in the back. All right. What else?
All right, David, go ahead and check some dice. And that's 1 for the Prussians, and that moves the clock to the end turn.
And are there any Prussians that have
There are not. I do.
Okay.
I did want to move Frederick, so I will. Would I still? Well,
you should have done that on your last activation. I mean, you have to have an activation to do it in. But if you'd like to, go ahead.
I mean, it's.
I mean, he's got a range of 10, for goodness sake. I think everybody's in range anyway, right? Well, except
I'm thinking about next turn. I'm gonna have some people. I'm gonna have to. So. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did it. All right. So, yeah. Go ahead. Take it. Take that. Sorry.
All right. I'll go ahead and
flip
over.
Oh, O'Donnell. You got some?
Yeah. O'Donnell was my last guy left, so I'll flip.
All right. All good. Okay. All right. That's it. All right. And that's ours. And I'll flip over this chowderhead here. And I guess I have 3 left. So, Eric.
Okay, let me roll. And go ahead and burn up another one.
Okay. As soon as I find him. There we go.
Yeah, you got Wollersdorf. Good. Okay, David, go ahead and check some dice. And that's a tie.
That's a tie.
Yep. That's not a tie.
All right. One more to go. Me. And that should probably finish us off.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So back to rally time. Is there anybody who needs to rally?
I got a shaken.
Okay. Is that the only one we have?
Yep. I don't have anybody who's unhappy.
Okay. All right. Then plus 20 or plus. Holy moly.
Nope,
and he's still shaking.
Yep.
Wow. That's really disappointing. And he's just standing there just getting shot up and not feeling happy about it. That's disappointing. All right. I think that does it, and then it makes it high noon. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
It'll be
Let's,
12 o'clock, 12 o'clock high.
And the fog is going to lift another level.
well,
Although we haven't really been paying much attention to
I
that,
think
but
we're kind of largely past carrying by now,
Yeah.
aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look at that. We did manage to finish in.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't think it, especially after we started getting all those Prussian activations. But I guess the real thing is there just aren't very many activations.
yeah, no,
That's
it's
the
a
thing.
relatively small force.
Well, and with the intern number so low, I mean, you're
Yeah.
just blasting through them. So, all right. Well, very good. Well, we've done it.
Indeed.
I had thought of it. I did make a mistake that turn. I should have moved those my cavalry skirmishers in the turn before, and I forgot to do them. Then they would have been there, and then I could have gotten them into here because I moved before those. So I think I would have been in a place to possibly interdict your additional skirmishers heading over there. So I made a mistake there.
Oh well, these things happen.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I mean, your cavalry skirmishers don't behave in the same way they do in La Bataille.
I understand that,
yeah.
but they could have, let's see, from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, they could have gotten into here and gotten out of skirmish, and then you wouldn't have been able to run by them.
Well, if I did, you'd have to make an opportunity charge.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. No, that's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say.
That's the way. Yep, that was my thought, and I forgot to move them during my first turn there. So,
well, that's because you were so frazzled by the idea of even getting a turn.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And in fact, in that first turn, I did not actually roll for none of the rolls gave me a turn. Only a special result.
Yeah.
It was pretty bleak. and then really, then you're on a total hot streak on the next turn. So I mean, it's just like you just never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, it took you 40 minutes to move the Prussian army, as opposed to 20 minutes to move the Prussian army. So.
Yeah.
So. Probably the carp ponds.
Yes. Yes. So, all right. Well, I'm going to save the game, and we can then pick this up next week and see. We can add up the losses. I don't think we're at a thing where we've got to roll for anything yet.
Yeah, because don't we need like 45 or something?
Yeah, I think so. And we're
so
not.
That's.
We're not.
I don't think we're there yet. No.
We've got. As far as dead on the chart, I've got 10 increments of dead people on the chart. And then we don't have anybody. You've got, I think you took one loss, right, from fire combat. One of your skirmishers took a hit, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I've got another. So that's going to be 12, 13, 14. 15. Yeah, so we've got 15 losses.
Yeah, so really
the army. Yeah.
Nothing of interest there, and he probably has more, but not enough to matter. If I had to hazard a guess.
Yeah, it was, and I didn't. How many did I take this turn? Somewhere I've got a.
He's got like 21 losses so far, it looks like. You only took I think, one loss in fire combat. Maybe 2. I think you took 2 losses in fire combat this turn, and then the previous turn you took 0 fire losses. And
wow.
I lost that 3 increment grenadier. So, yeah, the fortunes of war, as they say. The machinations